discussion about the human eye in comparison to a camera lens, we'll begin by understanding both individually and then compare their functionalities and structural differences. This description aims to provide an extensive exploration without reaching 4,000 words here, but it will lay a foundational understanding for a more detailed expansion. Overview. Human eye. The human eye is a highly complex biological organ responsible for the ability of vision. It works by capturing light and converting it into electrochemical impulses that travel through the optic nerve to the brain, which interprets these signals as images. Camera lens. A camera lens is a part of a camera used to focus light so that it forms a real image on the digital sensor or film at the focal plane in the camera body. Lenses can vary in terms of focal length, aperture, and other optical properties. Structure and function. Human eye. Cornea. The clear, dome-shaped surface that covers the front of the eye. It plays a primary role in focusing your vision. Pupil iris. The pupil is the opening through which light enters the eye, and the iris is the colored part of the eye that controls the size of the pupil. Lens. The eye's lens is located behind the iris and further focuses light onto the retina. It changes shape to adjust focus, accommodation. Retina. The light-sensitive layer of tissue at the back of the inner eye. It acts like camera film to capture optical images. Optic nerve carries the visual information from the retina to the brain. Camera lens. Optical elements, made up of several elements of glass or plastic that refract light to focus it. Each element reduces aberrations more effectively than a single lens. Aperture controls the amount of light that reaches the camera's sensor. It functions much like the iris in the human eye. Focus mechanism adjusts the distance between the lens and the image sensor to clearly focus on objects at various distances. Image sensor converts optical images into electronic signals. Not part of the lens, but essential for capturing the image formed by the lens. Comparison. Functionality, light entry, and control. Human eye. The pupil adjusts its size in response to changes in brightness, much like the aperture of a camera. However, the human eye can adjust more dynamically and more precisely to rapid changes in light conditions. Camera lens. The aperture can be adjusted manually or automatically, depending on camera settings, but it generally does not adapt as quickly as the human pupil in changing light conditions. Focusing. Human eye uses a process called accommodation to focus on objects at different distances. The lens changes its shape dynamically, becoming flatter or more curved. Camera lens. Focus is achieved by moving the lens closer or farther from the film or sensor. In autofocus systems, this is often achieved through motorized adjustments. Image processing. Human eye. The retina processes an image directly, converting it into neural signals that are interpreted by the brain. This processing includes adjusting colors, brightness, and sharpness. Camera lens. The lens itself does not process images, but focuses light onto the sensor where the image is captured. Processing occurs digitally in the camera or during post-processing. Unique aspects of the human eye. The human eye has several unique features and capabilities that distinguish it from a camera lens. Adaptive optics. The eye can rapidly adjust to different lighting conditions and distances without manual input. Peripheral vision. The eye offers a wide field of view, with the peripheral vision being less detailed but highly sensitive to motion. Neural processing. The brain's processing capabilities allow for real-time image interpretation, depth perception, and adjustments that are far more complex than current digital processes. Summary. While a camera lens and the human eye perform similar basic functions in focusing and capturing images, their methods, abilities, and efficiencies differ greatly. The human eye is part of a broader sensory and neural system that provides instant processing and adaptation in ways that cameras strive to emulate but have not yet fully achieved. Cameras, on the other hand, offer the ability to manually control settings, change lenses, and capture images under conditions that are challenging for the human eye, such as very low light. This comparison reveals not just how remarkable the human eye is, but also how advanced camera technology has become in its ability to replicate some of the eye's functions, Each has its own advantages and limitations, highlighting the complexity of biological evolution and technological innovation.